Heyers, welcome to the ZedKraze stream for tonight, the 7th of December 2017. And what does that mean for us? It means it's our final night of our top 10 of 2017 streams. We have been, over the past about almost 3 weeks, basically, been counting down my personal favourite games of 2017, my top 10 of 2017. As I've said many times before, it may not be your top 10, but it is my top 10. And even then, it may not be my top 10, because maybe I'll play a game that I haven't played yet from this year, next year or something, and then find that was actually a great game. A great example of that will be Golf Story, which I'm going to play in January on the stream. Like, first week of January, I'm going to start playing Golf Story on the ZedKraze stream. And yeah, I've got a feeling that would have been a top 10 contender, but it came out a bit later in the game. Well, it was more so that I got my Switch quite late in the game, and I had other games distracting me, so I didn't quite get to that in time. I have purchased it, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. But it looks like a great game. Looks like the golf version of Stardew Valley, basically. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't really say for sure that that's one of the top 10 games of the year for me. But the games we have said are the top 10 games of the year so far for me are number 10, Thimbleweed Park. Number 9, Paradigm. Actually, Paradigm's actually from the same state in Australia as me, Western Australia. So it was really good to be able to include Paradigm into my top 10 list, because it's a great game. Number 8, Little Nightmares. Number 7, South Park Fractured But Whole. Number 6 was, oh, I can't believe I'm going so blank on this list. Tacoma, of course, from the makers of Gone Home. Number 5 was Ruiner. Number 4 was PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Number 3, which was the last game we played, which was Cuphead. Well, last game we played on top 10 streams. So that brings us to number 2 and number 1 tonight. Just like the previous streams, I'll be doing these as separate streams. So right now I am doing number 2, and then I'll stop the stream after we finish that up after an hour or two, and we'll move into number 1 as a separate stream and a separate video for archiving on YouTube later on in that. So you may be watching this on YouTube perhaps. Yeah, it's just, you know, keep it systematic or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so let's get into number 2 on my top 10, and this is seriously, I've started like loading up Vegas Pro instead of Steam on this. This was ridiculously hard. So number 2 was actually my number 1 all year, up until a certain point. Only a few weeks ago I decided to swap number 1 to number 2, because another game had entered my top 10 list, and I tried to deny it as long as I could, but yeah, look, this game is number 1 in many ways as well. There's not much I can kind of... It's so hard to choose between them in many ways, because it's hard to compare some of these games. I will say this is my number 1 indie game of the year for sure, and possibly my number 1 game of the year. But at this present moment, this game came out at the start of the year. And the game that I've got as number 1 came out a bit... Well, actually, no, it didn't come out much later than that, but I only started playing it late in this year. So maybe the game I have as number 1 is fresher in my mind, in that respect. But, yeah, at the end of the day, I have put as my number 2 for 2017, but very much number 1 in another way. It is called Night in the Woods. Now, we haven't actually played this on the stream at all. As I said, this came out around, I think, February in 2017, of course. I have completed the game, so this will be one of those streams where I'm starting from the start again, to give you a bit of a taste of this game. It's by an indie developer, Infinity Fall, that's the name. That's what that IF stands for on that logo. I was trying to think of it. It's published by Finji, I believe. Yeah, so I had a friend who kept raving on about this game before it came out, and I thought it had already come out because I was in Seattle at the EMP Museum, and it had, or at least had then, an indie game exhibition. And I actually tried the demo out of this game, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. And then it wasn't until I got back to Australia I realised, wait a minute, this game wasn't actually out yet, and it hadn't been out for a while. It started off on Kickstarter, I believe, a few years ago, and probably like most indie Kickstarters, it probably got delayed quite a bit. I wasn't following at that point. I wasn't a backer or anything like that. But yeah, anyway, in the lead up to actually coming out, and after having played that demo, but also there's two sort of supplementary little mini games that were released in the lead up to this. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but they're only available on PC. You could download them off itch.io for free. So I tried those out, and I was really starting to get more and more hyped about it. I was like, I'm really digging this. And then when it came out, I thought, no, it's only like $20 US. I'm gonna get this. It looks cool. I'm gonna try it out. And yeah, I just totally fell for it. I was really surprised. Because in many ways it kind of looks quite hipster and stuff, and I can't stand hipsters and that sort of style in many ways. But it wasn't. If anything, this game is actually not hipster. It's punk. It's very punk. And yeah, it's very cool. One of the coolest games to come out in many years. The characters are so good. The narrative's great. The art style is amazing. I'll maybe go into it when I go into my number one, but this demolishes number one's story and characters and that. So in many ways, this is number one in many ways. Mentioning when I talked about those supplementary games, I think one's called The Longest Night and the other one's called something Constellation or something like that. Those are now included in a new Director's Cut, which only came out about a week or so ago. It's called Weird Autumn Edition, and it's free for any existing owners. And it's also now means that those supplementary games are now available on console versions of this game, which is out on, I believe, PS4 and Xbox One. It's not out on Switch yet, but they've strongly hinted at it that it's coming to Switch next year. So, I don't know, if a physical edition of this came out on Switch or something like that, I might have to pick that up. But yeah, or physical edition in general, like even a PC version or something like that. But yeah, this game is just amazing in so many ways, and you'll soon see that. But it's not this new Weird Autumn Edition Director's Cut, which is, as I said, a free update for existing owners. Isn't just including those free supplementary games that already existed. Supposedly there's new content in there. There's new, what they call crimes, which you'll see kind of like mini games and little mini sub-stories. Because while this is a fairly linear game in many ways, while you can kind of go where you want and do what you want to an extent, it's mostly a linear sort of experience. But there are choices. Mainly, the main choices are choosing who you want to hang out with at the time, each day. And that, it doesn't sound like much of a choice, but it actually locks out seeing other content. So you almost need to do a couple of playthroughs to see all of the content. So I've currently missed, in theory, half of the, I guess, friend hangout content so far. And now there's possibly even more. So I'm hoping I can remember somewhat what my choices were last time when I played through this, so I can hopefully see some new content. So I'm almost going to have to go against my instincts, I think, in this playthrough. Of course, we're not going to see the whole game. We're only going to see the first hour or two. I think overall the game's probably about 10 to 20 hours in length. Let me just check how long to beat to see the length for this. So, it's not overly short, but it's, I think it's a very decent length for a game, an indie game like this. Because, I mean, as I've said on the stream before, I'm quite happy to play a game that is like 4 hours long. Actually, I find that quite perfect in many ways, to knock it out in a night or weekend. This was actually quite a bit longer. So on here it's saying 8 hours for main story, main and extra is 11.5 hours, and the completionist run is 20.5 hours. So, I think you're going to get your money's worth. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's on special. If you are watching the live stream right now, I think there'll definitely be a special on it right now. Yes, 25% off on Steam right now, so you can get it for $15 US right now. Let's get into it. So we don't want to continue. How do we start a new game? I don't want to accidentally show you the end, Okay. Yes, we want those things. So I'm playing with controller right now, and I think it's a perfectly fine game to play with controller. Yeah, okay. No, I don't want to continue. How do I start a new game? Okay, alright, close your eyes if it is at the end. Whoa, achievement unlocked. Oh, this is near the end. Whoa. Ah. That is, I think, at the end. So how do I start a new game? Extras. What's in extras? I'll say, yeah, here's the longest night and lost consolation. I mean, maybe we should play those to not give away any spoilers or something like that. I want to start again. How do I start a new game? I'll just have to look that up. I can't believe I have to do that. We've not been having much luck with the last couple of streams of these top 10 games. Like PlayKnown's Battlegrounds, I had some server issues, which was not a good look. Even I rarely do have server issues, but then I did. Cuphead, I had internet issues, so I had to restart the stream. And now, with this, number 2, I'm having an issue with actually starting a new game in Night in the Woods. Oh, the music's great as well. Like, it's yeah, it's a great game, as I said. I'm just getting game won't start. That's not what I want. I want how to start a new game. New game. Okay, it might be something about having to delete something in here. Clear save file. Oh, there you go. Oh, this is what I'm doing for you people. I'm clearing my save file. But hey, I mean, if I wanted to do a replay of this, which in some ways I may even continue this replay one time, because I would like to see the content I haven't seen. Okay. Hold yes for 3 seconds. I mean, we're not going to re-look at the ending anyway, so... there we go. Time for a new game. Alright, I'll just have a drinky of some water. And one last thing I might do is turn off these freaking frame rate counters that I've been using for like Star Citizen and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, because as cool as those are, I don't need them for this game. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to have a pretty potato computer to not get decent frame rates on this game, Night in the Woods. It's, you know, it's a 2D game. It does not require superhuman strength to play this game. So yeah, I'll just turn off the in-game overlay for the video. I'll keep the Steam frame rate count up. You can't see this anyway, so you don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get into it. Now, this doesn't have voiceover, so you're going to have to put up with me reading this stuff out, which always sucks. In the year that Granddad died... Oh, that's right, you chose things here, like for this starting story. We had the worst flood since 1998. A highway extension came. We had... Oh. I reckon I picked the flood last time. I'm going to say the highway extension this time. I don't know if this changes it at all, or if it's superficial. The road through Possum Springs had been the only way to the state park. The highway took the traffic, but gave us Donut Wolf. Granddad left me an apple crate of books. He loved ghost stories, and quoted them to himself in the hospital bed. In their wings, in their trees, They went looking for the gods. They feared death. I'm just going to go with that one. I don't think this makes any difference, but so they ate the young. On his last day, he sat up suddenly and stared bug-eyed through the window. This intro kind of reminds me a little bit of Firewatch's intro, which is quite interesting. At the old parking lots, at the old trains, at the old empty mill, at the old playground. I'm going to say the old trains. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that last time. Rattling to somewhere else from somewhere else. He turned to my dad, eyes wide, still wide. This house is haunted, he said, and died. You've got to, there's a real, I don't know if it, I guess it's a black sense of humor, would you say? So if you haven't seen this game before, just look at this. It's cool. I might just quickly, before we get into it, look up Weird Autumn Edition and see what the new content is. Because it's not just adding in that those previously free games anyway. I believe it has other content as well. So, alright, we'll just rock this article for now. Yeah, because on Twitter they've said, stay tuned for news on another console which I'm unable to mention for reasons, but you know what console I'm talking about, which of course is a Switch. This would be so great on a Switch. I have to get this on Switch. That's where I'll do my replay, I think. I'll just do, obviously, this stream, and we'll see it, but I think I need to replay this on the Switch. Yeah, man. Hopefully it's not too switchy in prices. Like, the good thing about Stardew Valley, in particular, on Switch, is it's around the same price as the PC version. Such a bargain, that. Yeah, I hope more indie games come onto Switch at their just about PC prices, because I noticed some games like, for example, Binding of Isaac, which is an amazing game, but they want like $60 or $80 for that sort of thing, you know? It's a bit ridiculous. As much as that has a ridiculous amount of content in it, it's also a game that's years old now, and yeah, I don't think it's worth that much. I'd really like that on my Switch. If I see an offer where it's 50 to 75% off, I'll consider it. But I mean, I've already got it on my mobile phone and PC, so. But yeah, hopefully this will be a reasonable price. Though I'd probably pay a little bit more for a physical edition, which limited release, limited edition are going to be starting to do Switch releases next year. So they've hinted at Golf Story being the first one, because they've said it'll be a hole-in-one. So that, in some ways, was making me want to maybe hold off on getting Golf Story. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying digital on Switch, like being able to just load up a game without having to put a cartridge in. As cool as the cartridge side of things kind of interested me as a sort of retro collector, a lot of consoles and stuff like that. But yeah, digital is cool, and it, you know, wastes less resources, you know. Okay, so what's going to be in this? Oh, this article doesn't even tell us. Well, that's a crap article. Sorry about that. Okay, this tells us it's actually out. And it calls this game a sad millennial simulator. This website. Which is, you know, it's on point, you know. I mean, it's a funny game in some ways, and, you know, but it is, you know, as I said, it's kind of a punk sort of game. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of depressing at some point, but not as much as some other games. Yeah, so got those promotional games in there. What else? Yeah, there's more crimes to do, which you'll see a bit later on, hopefully. got a few extra dialogue options are being reported by players, supposedly. And May's room comes equipped with her old bass so she can reminisce musically when chilling out at home. Ah, so there's some musical mini games in this that are kind of reminiscent, I think, of, well, not well, I think they're kind of like Rock Band, like Guitar Hero, and it's probably one of the best mini games in this game. But yeah, they're damn hard. But it looks like you can actually do that in her bedroom, which we'll see a bit later on. Anyway, let's not spoil things too much. Let's just enjoy my number 2 game of the year, and kind of my number 1 game. Yeah. All right. So, as you can see, the dialogue is kind of presented in a sort of comic book way and that. Well, this is great. I mean, I didn't expect a party or anything, but I figured someone would be here. Welcome home, eh? I feel like a director's cut of this would have been great in the respect of having a voice acting. That would have been great. Unfortunately, I don't think this game has sold as well as something like Cuphead. Cuphead's done 2 million copies, while I think this has only done, well, I say only, but it's done a few 100,000 copies, but I could be wrong. That was just what I saw on Steam Spy and that. But yeah, because there's 2064, another indie sort of narrative-driven game, Read Only Memories, and they actually introduced a voice-acted version later on for a free update. So I know sometimes you don't want voices to spoil what you think the voices would be, and also bad voice acting can just kind of kill it. Like my number 1 game of the year here, which we'll be doing after this, has some pretty bad voice acting in it. So yeah, so sometimes it can be better without it, but yeah. Welcome home, May. Yeah, this game is great. When did we put this up? Possum Springs has never looked more falsely advertised. Well, that's what they do with towns. I used to work for councils and that, and yeah, always trying to make things look glossier than they are. Must be such a relief to payphone companies that Possum Springs get 0 cell phone reception. It'd be cool to call my parents, but some jerkhole took the time to rip it off. Who steals a phone? Fiasco Fox, you are too dreamy. Oh, Garbo Malloy. I like this show. Welcome back to Garbo and Malloy. What's in the news today, Malloy? Markets were up today. Way up. I'm looking at a chart and it's pretty impressive. The economy added 15,000 jobs. Mostly in the chart sector, which is notoriously recession-proof. My, Garbo, we got a little political there. Gotta get political every now and then. I won't hover around for all these TV show things, but I just want to give you a bit of sense, like, of the sort of world building, I guess, in this game, and that. Anyway, you kind of get the idea. Excuse me, but where is everybody? It's 10:45. It's closed. Not a lot of folks getting off the last bus to Possum Springs these days. Just you. I really like the black speech bubbles. Yeah, that's very cool. Isn't there supposed to be someone at the desk, or so are you the janitor or something? Gonna go with this option. Closed. Why are the lights on? Why is the TV on? I get spooked when I'm here by my lonesome. Oh. Can I squeeze just past you? Nope, just broke the damn thing. When do you think you might be done? Right after you go grab me a Fiasco Cola from the machine. Am I paying for this? I always rig it when I'm here after hours. Nice. Free as in free? Free as in no one's here to say otherwise. The animation is really cool. They have Lime Fiasco, and he wants a Fiascola? That's just a waste. Okay, just gotta grab it. Oh, yeah, what's cool about this is just I guess the little details, like the little mini games and things you'll see in a minute, like, so, I don't know if you'd quite call this a mini game, but you've actually got to pick up the cup with your, I mean, not the cup, the can with your hand. Like any one of these, this is one of those games where any frame from this game could be like on your wall as an art piece. Like it's damn good. Yummers. So what are you doing here? I live here. Well, lived here. How strange. When do you think that door's going to be finished? Now. Goodbye. Bye. And off we go. I really like the lighting in this game as well. Like, it's as I think I've discussed this before. It seems to be a trend, and I think the game that's going to take it to its peak, hopefully in early next year. The last night, a Cyberpunk game that's coming out, which is kind of 2.5D. It seems to be a trend now, like using lighting with these 2D games. Like it's quite cool. And I believe this game was made in Unity as well, which is what I use myself. I'm not walking back out to the highway. Probably get hit by a car or something. Hey, where did that gentleman go? Did he walk? Actually, you're thinking of my games of this year. What games, what engines, for those who like game development and stuff, what engines were used? So, Thimbleweed Park, I know, was a custom engine that was actually written by Ron Gilbert. He was looking at using some pre-made system, but, you know, I guess having his background, he decided, nah, I'm going to do this old school and make my own engine. Paradigm was used actually quite an interesting engine. It used Visionaire, which is a point-and-click adventure engine, which I don't believe is that popular. I think it's been used for some penny arcade games or something like that as well. But yeah, so that was quite interesting. But I believe he's moving, Jacob Janerka, the developer of that game, is moving on to Unity now and trying to learn Unity for his next game. Little Nightmares, I do not know was made in. Probably some sort of proprietary sort of engine. South Park was a proprietary engine, I think. Tacoma was Unity. Ruiner, I think, is Unreal 4 engine. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is also Unreal 4 engine. Cuphead. Cuphead, I think, is Unity, possibly. And Night in the Woods is Unity. And number one, well, you'll have to wait and see. Well, I'm right outside town. Mum and Dad nowhere to be found. Dark and cold. Guess I'm walking alone. This bus station is maybe the newest thing in Possum Springs. Guess they got state funding or something. Makes a good first impression or last impression, I suppose. If not for the abandoned glass factory back there. Not getting rid of that anytime soon. And it's interesting, it's just little details as well, like those leaves kind of... I don't remember those I mean, maybe I just don't remember, but I don't remember there being a train in the background before. But yeah, leaves kind of just moving as you walk along is really cool. Just little basic animations like. Well, I guess I'm gonna hike through the woods. Through the woods is home. My bed and my negligent parents. So May, I believe, is in her early 20s or something. I won't say too much. I don't want to give away too much of the story in that. Like, it's too cool for that. Whoa, that was quite a fall. This is some dank nature. Dank nature and garbage. There used to be an old sawmill around here, I think. I mean, the park up there is called Sawmill Park. Looks like they lost a log load at some point. Gonna have to climb this, I guess. Oh, this was probably the most annoying part of the game, though. Right near the start, I got stuck for ages on just this little jumping sort of puzzle. It's a bit further up, I believe. But yeah. Quite a bit of graffiti in this game, and I believe that's from the backers. Like, that was one of the rewards for the Kickstarter. Are these food donkey shopping carts? That's all the way across town. That's dedication. Maybe I'll get stuck on this. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, that was dangerous. I could have died. That was amazing. I'm not gonna die in this hole. It's interesting because in some ways it probably looks like a little kid's game, like a picture book or something like that, like the art style and that. But it's very, I'd say, 20s, like not in 1920s. I mean, like as I said, millennial sort of. Wow, I haven't been here in maybe 10 years, and apparently no one else has. I just think the approach to a sort of, I guess, narrative-based sort of adventure game is really, the way they've presented it is really cool. Like, it's so easy to play on a controller, this game. Interaction systems work really well, and the dialogue and that. Ahoy! Looks like the ladder's gone. If I could just get to the top of this thing. Okay, so this was the bit I got stuck on for ages. I nearly gave up on the game, actually. I remember I was so frustrated with this bit. I was stuck on it for like half an hour. I can't remember why. Maybe we're about to find out. I think it's because you have to do some special jump, and I just didn't quite get it, and I got stuck on it, and I nearly gave up, and it's lucky I didn't, because after that, I never had that frustration again, I don't think, in the game. But, yeah. Hopefully, in this director's cut, they've done something about it. I could never make it up on to that tree when I was a kid. The number logs mocked me. The logs and other kids. Let me see if I can visualize this. Can't stop running while I do this. Not for a second. Gotta have enough momentum. I think I can do it. Run and jump, jump, jump. Oh boy, is this going to be the beginning of my frustrations? that's the menu in the diary. Is there a run button? No. Just got to get the timing of this right. Oh, we did it straight away. Cool. I don't know if they adjusted that since I first played it, or I just got it right that time. It's only been 2 years since I've lived here. Not in this playground. Possum Springs, I mean. This is all getting jumbled. I should write it down. Oh, speaking of the diary, here we go. It's really cool, the drawings in that in this game as well. I'm walking on the lines, how it makes music. There's a lot of things that I think are quite musical in this game. By the way, if you are hearing barking in the background right now, that's Nitro, which you may know Nitro is my mascot on the ZedKraze's channel. He's barking at possums right now, which is interesting because we're in Possum Springs. That's the name of this town in this game. Hello, me. Been a while. Hey, what are you doing out here? Nothing better to do? I was out here doing my rounds and I saw you in the very off-limits playground. So, get in the car, me. No. You don't want to spend your first night back in jail, May. No. The interesting thing about May is you almost, throughout the game, kind of don't like her. You like her friends more. Yeah. I mean, she's got redeeming qualities, but she's also a bit of a jerk in some ways. But there can be kind of reasons for that as well. But I guess you won't know that until you've played through the game. Hey, remember me? Ah, May, you gave me a heart attack. Good. What are you doing? Oh, May, honey, we thought you were coming tomorrow night. You thought wrong. How did you get here? I walked until I got arrested by Aunt Mall Cop. Oh, did you say hi to Molly for me? No. I say hi for no one. F the cops. I'm going to bed. Is my bed still here? Or are we waiting for tomorrow night for that too? Ah, May, so good to hear that voice again. Good night. Now we've got something more in our diary there. Dad looks older. Your parents forgot you. So, yeah. I don't know, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give away things too much. I mean, I guess it's not giving away too much, but this game's so great. Like, I realised the first half an hour of this stream almost was me just talking and stuff, and not even playing the game really. Actually, I might go downstairs, go see Mom. Oh, she's not there. I like how they're cats, yet they have a cat clock. Yeah. What I'm saying with a lot of these top games, and particularly these top few, is, I mean, for Cuphead, like, you know, that's completely technical skill-based game. Like, while you could say there's spoilers in respect of seeing different bosses, yeah, like, at the end of the day, you have to be good enough to be able to complete those bosses, you know? This is different. It's narrative. It's not skill-based. And if you're liking what you see, I say just stop this video now, stop this stream now, and go out and buy it. Don't spoil it for yourself. But if you're still not convinced, keep watching, and we'll watch the first hour or two of this. There are a few things hanging around in here from the old country. This clock, this trunk in the storage room, and whatever is buried under the house after the cement incident. The cement incident. Erg. Since when is the crawl space all jammed up? Wonder if Dad could move them. Some good, what would you call it, gating of the game there, with some decent reasons as to why. We can't do anything here yet. It's interesting, all the photos in the background and that. And here we go. This is May's bedroom up in the... What would you call it? Do you call it a loft? It's like an American thing, I guess. Nitro's really gone for possums. He doesn't have a chance again because they're up in the trees and that, so, but... And in our roof and our walls. I was hoping we might be able to play the bass guitar now, but maybe not until you've actually played with your band, which you'll see a bit later on. Alright, straight to bed. Witch Dagger, man. That band. That's what I mean about it's being punk. I mean, it's got a knife through a witch hat. Damn good game. So I was just checking my stream right now. Because I only, for the first time, hosted someone recently, and it was still saying I was hosting, even though they weren't online. But, yeah. Wow, Nitro's going nuts. I don't think you can hear it because this mic isn't that sensitive. But, yeah, he's really going for it out there. It's interesting, get used to that loop there, because that happens every day, pretty much. And it almost gives you the sort of Groundhog Day feeling, which, you know, I think is appropriate for, you know, what it's trying to, you know, give the feeling of being a, I guess, apathetic, sort of disillusioned, sort of, not teenager, but early 20s. Even though, but May has a very sort of teenage sort of mentality in many ways in this game. Compared to other friends who are a bit more adult. Well, actually, two of them are. One of them's a bit more teenage-like, like her. Alright, can play some bass. But which song? Nah, later. Space Dragon. Alright, well, so this is going to be a good preview of the mini-games that come up later on, because, yeah, this is new. This is new content. You didn't have this before. Wander in Space, Nomad of Forbidden Place. Quickly see how crap I am at this. It sucks because the songs are good, like... Yeah, so May is a bassist, obviously. Oh, those constellations are coming up in that. Cool. I wonder if this is actually easy on keyboard, this part. Or it's just that I suck. I've always sucked at Guitar Hero and... Space Dragon. Space Dragon. Like I should just listen out to it there. Look. How good is this? But like, this is in just a mini game in this game. Like, it's like a fully fledged music mini game. Oh, there's a Space Dragon. It may not look like it, but I'm actually doing better than I normally do on these. I absolutely sucked when I did the first playthrough of this game. It's a cool sounding song, if only I didn't completely stuff it up. I literally do not know this song. I wonder if there's any achievements unlocked if you play the songs perfectly. That's awesome that they've included that. In many ways, it's quite a missed feature. They could pretty much release the music minigame as a separate thing. Be good on like mobile or something like that as a little promo thing. So this is Mom. Hi Mom. Welcome home, sweetie. Thanks for not changing the locks. Sorry, mixed up the day. You were coming back. It was such short notice. It's okay, Mom. Me, honey? Yeah? Is everything okay? Yeah. What do you mean? Honey, did something happen? I just need to come home. Well, sweetie, I think you can understand my worry. That's not usually something a college sophomore just up and does. I know. Honey, you can tell me if something happened. Mom, I'm fine, really. Can we talk about this another time? Sure, honey, it's okay. Thanks, Mom. I bet your old friends will be happy to see you. You wouldn't happen to know where Greg is, would you? Yeah, oh yeah, Greg's working down at Snack Falcon. Up in the town centre, west by the Click Clack. I think I'll run over and say, hey, we have a Snack Falcon now? Oh yeah, it's so handy. You know, ever since the food donkey went out. The food donkey is gone? Oh yeah, gone almost a year now. Wow, where does everyone shop? Everyone goes out to Ham Panther out by the highway now. But I see your little friend Greg when I go into town. Wow, the food donkey's gone and we have a Snack Falcon. It's a whole new world, sweetie. Yes, it is. Well, have a good time out there. Lots to explore, see what's changed. I will. Just watch out for the construction. Well, it wouldn't be fall in Possum Springs without lots of construction. It's so festive, honey. I'll be back later. Bye, sweetie. I like how one of the exciting things is, oh, we've got a new store. You know, it's such a, you know, everyday sort of small town style thing. You know, in many ways. I mean, yeah, in my local area, we've got quite a massive $350 million expansion of our major shopping centre, and you're kind of like, oh wow, we got this shop. It's all that sort of simple stuff, you know. You know, our commercialized consumerism world. So what's been happening in town? Well, let's see. Did you hear Mrs. Krangler died? Who? You remember Mrs. Krangler? She taught at your school, your Girl Scout troop how to dance. Oh wow, she was pretty old then too. Oh, she was ancient, honey. She was ancient when I was your age. How did she die? From being ancient, honey. How old was she? 115. Wow. I know. If this were a contest, she'd won. I think that might be it for the dialogue options there. Oh, there's Mom. I gotta read this book when I'm done with it. What is it? Well, boy. It's a true story about a boy who grew up in a well. His parents didn't want him, so they threw him in a well. And he was raised by eels. In a well. Wow. Eels. Eels. Eels, honey. it does really well to establish the humor between the family and all that. Look. Eels, honey, eels. And that's the end of the conversation options at that point. Part 1, home again. But yeah, it just has this feeling of bustling with like cars going by, little squirrel and that, and well, it sure is full. All the roadwork crammed in before winter makes like half the town inaccessible unless you want to walk the long way around for like 20 minutes, which I mean, no. Hey, what was that option there? I remember the time in 9th grade when I snuck out and could see into Tom Bramwell's bedroom. Ass. Yep, that sure did happen. If you see the character kind of go across a bit, I think it's a controller issue. Not necessarily with the game, but I know, I've noticed that. I've said this before with another game during these streams about it automatically going to the left a bit, like just then, without touching it. But this is a relatively new Xbox 360 controller, so I don't see why that should be having problems at all. Hey, Mr. Twigmeyer. May, is that you? Sure is. Nope. Well, it looks like me, but it smells like me. I have a smell? Well, when you were a kid, Susan used to call you a little dirt ball. Well, I was a dirt ball. You still are a dirt ball, I bet. Cradle to the grave, 100% dirt ball. That's a spirit. See you around, Mr. Twigmeyer. Of course, you don't have to talk to all these characters. You could just speed on through and that, but all the characters are pretty cool. This is one I definitely came to all the time. Selma's. I just spoke to everyone. I checked out all the content in this. What are you doing home? Dropped out. Wow. Yeah, I guess. So, like, you just don't go back? That's about it. Weird. So, how you been? Okay. Me and Dennis split. Oh no. Yeah, he got a job at the new prison over in Bridal, and he met some girl at a gas station. Wow, what a jerk. Yeah, he's a free agent, I guess. What's that word they use for like a weapon you make in jail? Like a knife? A shiv? I hope Dennis gets shivved at work. Just to scare him. Scare him good. That'd do it. Scare him right in the kidney. Okay, well, I gotta go. I've seen you. Stop by any time. Hello. What you doing on my porch? Good point. Hey, Mr. Chazakov. Hello, me. My best worst student. Ah, yeah. Like the constellations, hated school. Hey, don't knock school. School is vital for your future. What are you doing back in Possum Springs? I dropped out of school. Oh. Well, if you're still interested in constellations, come by my roof down the hill later this week. Should have my new telescope set up by then. Sure thing. Stars. Hey, it's the Harleys. What are you doing? Little Joe, you're under arrest. Oh wow, kids still talk about Little Joe. We used your DNA. Wow. Oh, do you kids know what DNA is? Yeah, it's stuff you use to solve crimes. Like a body part, but really small. But ghosts don't have parts. Yeah, Harley's Harley. That's right. Hey, lady, will you go away? Lady? Danny, right? Yep. I think you were a senior when I was a freshman. Probably. How's it going? Just lost my job. Oh no. They say construction's always hiring. But it's not. In fact, it's often laying off guys named Dan. What are you going to do? I'm open to suggestions. I'm sure someone in town is hiring. I've been out of work for a year before, and this time I'm only lasted 6 months before being laid off. Do you know what that does to a resume? Not really. I have a zombie resume. It's dead, but somehow it's still gone all over the place. Oh. I don't have a job either. Oh man, sorry to talk your ear off about it. How are you holding up? Good. Just dropped out of college and I'm living with my parents. Oh, so you're basically a teenager again? No, I'm just an adult living with her parents. Okay, so it's not like you're unemployed. It's like you're lacking a daytime hobby that pays money you don't need for rent. Alright, I'm gonna get going. Yeah. I did mention like that sort of teenage element, like, and she wasn't liking being called lady earlier on by those kids. I can understand that as you're getting older, like I'm getting older, and yeah. Someone actually called me a man the other day, and I don't get called that often, you know? So, I know that sounds weird, but, this man was before me. Wow, just seen that pop through. One of the, PS4 Plus games of, for January 2018, is Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Deus Ex, some of my favourite games, and Mankind Divided, while it didn't completely knock it out of the park, is a great game, and I would like to play the DLC on my stream sometime soon, because I still haven't got around to playing that yet. So, if you've got PlayStation Plus for next month, that's a great game to play if you're especially into cyberpunk and futuristic stuff. Anyway, Harrowfest, Possum Springs annual Harvestacular. Celebrate the fall colours with your neighbours, rides, contests, food, games, and the annual Crazy Costume Parade. Scrapbooking Odyssey. Katie Washington has never lost a child. What? Yeah. This is more the key thing, is this, missing. Casey Hartley, 19, of Possum Springs. Last seen dusk, on June 27th, walking westward along the tracks behind former food donkey. He was wearing a black hooded sweatshirt, jeans, and black canvas shoes. If you have any information as to the location of Casey Hartley at any time since his last known sighting, please contact the Possum Springs Police Department immediately. I think this is the only interactable here. Oh, well, that's just patronising. Who would leave this here? Oh, you can move stuff around. Yeah, that's right. I think it's only this. Possum Springs, more like Awesome Springs. I think that's the only things you can grab, really. Oh, you can use it. Oh man, it bounces. Anyway. Oh, so many things to do in the town. What can I do? Oh, we'll go down into underground here. Usually someone fishing here for tunnel fish, because why the hell not? Tunnel flooded and we lost a bit more land to the fish. Hey, I just got back in town, and the one thing I missed most was, hey, I remember you. Hello, thief. Oh, come on. That was years ago. Once a thief, always a thief. Alright, you know what? I'm not a thief, take that back. This isn't even a restaurant. It's a crappy food stand in a hole. This establishment has been in business for 50 years. 50 crappy years in a hole. You know what else has been in a hole for 50 years? Dead people from the 60s. No respect this one. You can keep your whole pretzels and your damp pierogies. Yeah. Go jump in the river. Now last time I did not steal a pretzel, but we are doing an alternative playthrough this time, so let's try this delicious pretzels. I thought I could steal them. Maybe you can't. Yeah, I assumed you could with that hand. Or maybe she is actually eating them that. Eels! No. It's interesting, like the reflection in the water, like it's, yeah, very artistic. Hey teens. Hey, what are you guys doing? Nothing. Cool. Cool that people still hang around down here. We used to do that when I was in high school. Yeah. I was in high school that long ago, you know. How old are you? 20? Okay. Oh, so you can't buy beer? No. Do you have a car? No. No longer impressing teens. Look at that shirt though. Oh, he's got camo pants. Cool shirt. Cool shirt, bro. Now this takes us to another part of the town. I think we'll go back to the main road there, and so you can see all the town along there. I mean, in a way, showing the whole town isn't much of a spoiler, in the respect that you will spend most of the game walking back and forth around the town. There are other sections, but yeah. Yeah. The town is like your semi-open world, but not quite. I mean, yeah, would you call it an open world? I don't know. I can go this way or I can go that way. It's not linear in that respect, but... Hey, killer. Don't call me that. Who are you? Laurie M. How do you even know about that killer thing? It was a big deal, even to us middle schoolers. Yeah, well, that was a long time ago. And what did the middle schooler say? You put him in the hospital. No one knows why. Did he, like, have it coming or something? No. Our mothers told us not to talk to you, because no one knew when you were gonna do it again. Well, say hi to your mom for me. She sounds lovely. Oh, she's gone. Oh, sorry. It's fine. Yeesh. R.I.P. Well, I think I have a great-great-uncle or something on this. Yep, there you go. Anselm Borowski. Ansel, exactly. Even in life, he was tragic. Big skeleton. Two? Is that like two? Or like also? This is an error so bad even I wouldn't make it. Meow. And that's yeah, also funny. Like there's a real cat, like not a humanized cat, you know? Like so that's where like if we'd gone through that tunnel all the way through, that's where we would have come out. Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily a shortcut, but it's a different way. It's almost 5, quitting time. Kick back some brews and watch the smelters. Alright, so this is Snack Falcon that we've talked about already. Quite extensively. And this is Greg. And Greg is classic. Oh my god. Hey Greg. What are you doing here? I'm back. Like back as in today? Back as in back. Too bad you didn't die at college. Too bad you didn't catch a flesh-eating disease. Too bad you didn't join a murder cult. Too bad you didn't lose all your limbs in a freak soda machine accident. God, it's good to see you. This is an animation, this thing, that has, yeah, popped up a lot on the internet since this game came out. It's pretty classic. How's Angus? Are you two still a thing? Hold on. What are you doing? Changing the music. What? Angus, what are you doing here? I live here. Since when? Since last night? 11 or so? That's amazing. Come to band practice. Oh my god, the band is still a thing? Sure. When's practice? Now. When do you get off work? Now. Really? So, I think we're about to go to band practice, so watch me suck at this. Greg rules, okay, that's also classic. I think you can get a shirt of it. That's like one of the classic lines for this game. Greg rules, okay? Hey Angus. Hey, it's you. It's me. It's me. So the party barn went out, huh? Yeah, not sure how it even stayed open. Like, how many parties are there really? You need a lot of parties to keep a barn running. I have your old base. Oh dude, I don't think I even remember. Hey Bay. B, should I say? Not Bay. May's back. Wow, hi. Yeah, hi. She's totally back. Wait, what? Are you, here for band practice? I play drums. That's not drums. That's a computer. It's fine. She also does your bass parts. Well, I understood them as the bass parts, but I can turn them off. Turn them off on your computer? May, we're totally gonna play a song. You totally have to play bass. I don't even remember. Those aren't even drums. I'm gonna crank this up a little bit. I couldn't remember if you were supposed to suck on purpose as the theme of the game, but I think it's just more that I suck. People have done covers of these songs, like in real life. I can't even pay attention to the lyrics because I'm just watching floating buttons. Just not here. Oh no. There you go. Mate. Wow, mate, that was pretty bad is what it was. I literally do not know this song. Holy crap. That was hard to do. You'll get back in practice. I hope. Jeez. My wrist hurts. That was great, man. Just like seeing you back. Playing your old horrible bass. Okay, are we doing this diner thing? Yeah! Woo! Yay. Hip hip. Oh yeah, did you miss pizza, May? They have pizza at school. Oh cool. This pizza isn't great. It's pretty horrible. Dude, haven't you heard of the pizza scale? The what? There's a scale of pizza. On one end there's the worst pizza, but like everything right above that, it is still really good. What's at the other end of the scale? It's pizza all the way up. Pizza good? I mean, it's no pastabilities. I miss pastabilities. I am not touching those crusts. Same. We should have gone to pastabilities. The diner has ambience. The seats are comfy. The food is terrible, but it's got charm. You two fancy for the diner now? Guys, please. I was raised in this diner. You and like a zillion rats. So when are we gonna play out? Snort. May, we don't play out. Oh. We have jobs, May. I work at the video outpost too. I'm at the old pickaxe. I thought you were going to school. Isn't that your dad's store? Heh. Yeah, well, life happens. I'm the lord of the snack falcons. There's really crazy thing. I saw some fan art of these characters, these four, as humans. Someone had like drawn them as humans, and it was weird, but it was also highly accurate in a way. Like it almost felt like that was the basis, and then they created the animal versions of that from there. But yeah, as I said, it was just fan art. It wasn't like obviously from the original developers. Where's Casey? Oh yeah, you wouldn't know, huh? Casey's gone. Gone? Gone how? Hopped a train, I bet. Oh wow, he's always talked about doing that. Yeah, one day he was just gone. Made a clean break, hasn't emailed or anything. Well, good for him, I guess. His parents put up missing person posters, but everyone knew what happened. Geez, Casey, Well, and what exactly do you do, May? I was in college. And why exactly are you still not there? Man, screw school. Stunning. Well, we better get home, dude. Oh yeah, Angus got a date with sword people online. Oh, lucky. Sword people online, just like you. Are you a sword people online? Well, it's really great to be back. Dude, we can hang out every day. Oh my god. Holy crap. What? Is that an arm? That's an arm. Nobody move. Let's poke it with a stick. I call first. Here comes another minigame. Mate, this is like tampering with evidence. Am I gonna have to start worrying about getting dismembered on my way home? Shh, I wanna watch this. You don't need your ears to watch. Shh. Ah, I was gonna wonder what was going on here. Whoa, what's that? Some kind of mark. What? Is that a tattoo? That's a tattoo. What is it? I think you just sleuthed out a clue, dude. Oh, for F's sake, you two. Here come the cops. Now what's going on here? Uh-oh. Hey, Aunt Molly, we found an arm. Alright, May, put the stick down and step away from the arm. Alright, don't tase me or anything. No promises. Oh well, I think it's time for Angus and I to get home. See you tomorrow, May. Alright, I don't want any of you walking home alone tonight. Buddy system, something bad's going on. I can drive May home, officer. Thank you, B. Yeah, thanks, B. Let's roll. So, working at the old pickaxe? Yep. Are they training you to take over the family business? They? Your parents. Hey, look, we're here. Oh, my house actually isn't for a few blocks. Get out. Okay. Thanks for the ride. Go. Don't remember that being that abrupt. Well, we've got more in the diary now. Die anywhere. RP my bass playing. Gregory's pizza scale. Fancy, normal, delivery, frozen, cheap, bad, avoid. Red rules, okay. Good as hell. Tattoo, observation, severed, army jacket, on sidewalk. Hey, kitten. Wow. Listen, mate, I'm sorry about last night. I really thought you were coming home tonight. It's okay. It's okay, I guess. You know me, with a bad memory. Yeah, I remember. I mean, you do pretty well. Yeah, I remember to eat and breathe. You're really good at it, like remembering how to walk. I'm a champ. Tell you what, how about we pretend I come home tonight, and we just got back from the bus station. Start over? Yeah. Okay. Hey, Dad. Hey, May. Thanks for picking me up. Welcome home, May. I'm going to go to sleep, I think. Well, you've had a big day. Good night, kitten. Yeah, I think Dad's up at night and Mom is up in the morning. Still funny though, even though he looks older. Can we do anything over here yet? No. So I wonder if we've got an extra song now in here. Yeah, we do. So now we have that Die Anywhere Else song in there. We won't play more on that. I guess you get the point already. But that's a cool feature to have in there now. Actually, because do we have... Where's our computer? Can't remember. Maybe that comes up a bit later on. Bedtime. Yes. And this will just keep happening until you press something to wake her up. And then that same animation. Wow, it's been literally 36 hours since I've been online. Oh, there we go, computer. This shall not stand. Oh, that's right. We've got viruses. No. What's wrong with you? Damn it. I bet Angus knows how to fix this. He's all computery, I think. But I can't let him see this. Where does he work again? Oh, you just come back to here again. I really want us to have a look at the computer before we finish up this stream because, yeah, it's cool. There's a particular character in the computer I'd like to introduce people to. He's cool. Hey, hon. Yeah? Come say hi. Mom in the morning. Dad at night. Morning, Mom. Nope, I am Mum 24 hours a day. Ha 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 ha. Also, it's 4 PM, sweetie. Well, I'm off to find Angus. Oh, is he your little friend Greg's boyfriend? Big guy, kinda quiet. Yeah, that's him. I need him to fix my laptop. Oh, he better, sweetie. You can't afford to buy a new one. Wait, do you even know Angus? Do you? Kinda. Mum, we're in a band together, sorta. Oh, is this band back together? Yeah, we practiced last night. I don't think we're ever gonna play though. Well, that sounds like fun, honey. Yeah, I guess. You don't sound too happy about it. Eh. Well, I'm off to find Angus. Have a good time, daughter. Thanks, 24-hour mum. 7 days a week. I always go back to the bonus mum commentary. Got a call from your Aunt Molly. What did Aunt Molecop say? Sweetie, I really wish you wouldn't call her that. She worked very hard to get where she is, and it's a dangerous job. Oh yeah, Possum Springs is so dangerous. Anyway, did she tell you about the severed arm we found? She did, in fact. Scary things. Yeah, I guess. Honey, I know this is home, but please be careful out there. I will, Mum. And come home before dark unless you're with somebody. At least until they've figured out what happened. Okay. Thanks, sweetie. So, honey, yeah? What did the arm look like? It was cut off right above the elbow. Was there blood and stuff? Little bit, little bit. I wonder whose arm it is. Well, should be pretty easy to spot. Yeah. Hey, what happened to your arm? I dropped it by the diner. Hey sir, I found your arm. Thanks, I was afraid I'd never see it again. People don't always return arms when they find them. It's a real shame. It's a cold world. A cold, cold world, sweetie. And that's the end of Mum Morning Conversations. 24/7 Mum. Mom. I have to say Mom because in Australia we don't say Mom, we say Mum. Hey, you kid. Adult. So you're back, eh? Yes, Mr. Penderson. Didn't last long, eh? No, Mr. Penderson. You get a job yet? I've only been back for like 24 hours. Yes, I've been elected mayor. Couldn't do worse than the current one. And I've ordered your house to be bulldozed. What? Finishing the job you started? I hope you enjoy living in the woods. Those eggs took the paint off the vinyl side. Scavenge food. Commune with the beast, Mr. Penderson. Watch yourself, little miss. Little effing miss. No one's forgotten who you are and what you did, you know. They may act like they have, but that's just small town polite right there. Is that what this is? Small town polite's all you got, kid. So watch it. Well, that was really interesting. But I need to go listen to my souls die. Bah. Bah. Yeah, maybe we could go on the power lines this time. You don't have to walk on the ground. Though we may miss some things down there by doing this, but yeah, we should do some power lines walking. And there's Selma's. What's it like being back? Well, I just got home, so just like taking it all in. Feels like anything's changed? Yeah, totally. No, not really. Park store's gone. Got a snack falcon now. Food donkey's gone. Got a ham panther though. The Harleys are bigger now. Saw them running around before. Yeah, I babysit those little shits sometimes. Are they bad? They seem so nice. That's how they fool you. You know they steal things. What? They steal things. Holy crap, I was fooled. Look. This is my property. But it's my street. You ain't changed since you were a kid. Pale white tunnel fish. Easy to catch and so delish. That's good. Oh god, you were listening. Poetry plays a part of this game. Delicious pretzels. No, I can't seem to steal them. I don't particularly remember this guy, but I mean, as I said, this was... When did I play this? This would have been back, you know, as I said, around February, so it's been like 10 months, you know? Oh, hello, May. Do I know you? I don't know if you remember me, Miss Rosa. I knew your grandfather. I visited you the day after you were born. You were so small. I guess some things don't change, eh? How did you know Granddad? I'm here most days. Why don't you stop by sometime and I'll tell you all about him. Things you might not know. Alright, you've got my interest. Sweet, curious child. See, I think that's new. That was not there before, I don't reckon. So I reckon that's a little bit of extra backstory added in. Those teens are moved on. So we'll probably play this for about another half an hour, and then we'll move on to number one, my top game of the year. Which, as I said, like, this game was my number one game all year long until probably I'd say about a month ago or a few weeks ago, and I decided, no, I think I have to give it to this other game. But in many ways, this could be my number one. I mean, what do rankings even mean? I mean, one interesting thing I noticed with people's top 10 lists this year was not actually ranking them, just saying these are the top 10 games of the year. So, yeah, if you're going by that respect, it's just one of the best games of the year. I think it's possibly the best game of the year, but there is another possible best game of the year, which we'll be putting in number one for now. So, yeah. But yeah, the developers deserve a lot of applause for this game. It's great. And yeah, I believe it was developed by 3 developers all up. I think there's like someone doing art, someone doing sound and possibly programming or something, and someone else maybe kind of just directing things. I don't know, I can't remember exactly. But yeah. Can I help you? I don't think so. That's not Angus. There's a lot little small things here like crime waves, death chill, beaver, priest. So I know a guy who was in a band called Beaver Loop. Oh, there's past abilities. I'm such a completionist as far as going around and talking to everyone. So my playthrough was probably originally about, I think it was around 15 hours. I don't think it was quite 20, but actually I can probably check because I don't think it'll update my Steam. Yeah, I think about 15 hours. He's got cups on his head. Have a look around, but like snakeums, fruit ghosts, swoop in for bite. This is I really. Whoa. Is that how you exit the store? Okay. Like, I'd really like to make a ordinary game in a way, if you know what I mean, like just about ordinary life in a city or town and that, because I like the idea of coming up with all sort of products and stuff, like names and that. Hey me, got cups on my head. Wow. Sounds like the ocean in here. That's great, dude. You seen Angus? Every night. Yeah, I mean, like, where is Angus right now? At work, the video store. What do you want Angus for? Got computer problems. Figure you might know a thing or two. He's a hacker. Really? I'm pretty sure he hacks. Wow. Cool, dude. I'll catch you later. Definitely. I'm so glad you're back. So that arm, huh? Jeez, yeah, what the hell? What do you think happened? I don't know. How does an arm end up on the sidewalk? In Possum Springs. I mean, kind of cool, but creepy. And like 2 doors down from our apartment. You live in Townie Century now? Yeah, we live next door. Man, you've been away for a long time. I have. Any more chats? You up for hanging out later? So much to catch up on. Nah, I got dinner with the family. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's because I thought that fridge was the actual door, but it isn't. just in case we don't get to it later on, I'll just show you a bit more of the town. I think we can go up here. Oh no, we can't yet. I just want my computer. I need the internet. It's more important than whatever's out there. Okay, so we're not going to see that yet. That's okay. We should get our computer fixed, and we should be able to see a bit more of the town. I mean, there's not a heck of a lot more. It's not huge. But there are other elements. There's further up that way, and then there's also up this stairway just a bit further up as well. Angus must be here now. Nope. Where is he? Where's Angus? Oh, he works day shift. Is it day? I got here early. Wait, why does everything you say sound like a question? You do the same thing? I just didn't comment on it? Really? Yeah? Huh? Night shift, huh? That's cool. I'm at home with my baby during the day until my mum gets back from work. Ew, babies. Pretty cool job though. Get to watch movies, eat candy, meet cute guys. Ew, cute guys. What's wrong with guys? I don't know, cute guys are overrated. Alright, so where the hell is Angus? Must be hiding out somewhere else. But where? Actually, I have no idea where to go from here. Let's try going upstairs. This was talking about being upstairs. Oh, it's blocked off as well. My god, what kind of weather did I miss? This is nuts. Oh, wasn't going to go to church anyway. Oh, this place is falling apart. Oh wait, pressing down gets you to the options from there. Oh man, I really want this on the Switch now. So it does look great on a big screen, like full screen. But I mean, you can still play it full screen on a big TV on Switch, of course. But thinking about it being on, you know, portable, being able to play this game would be cool. Where the hell would Angus be? I wonder if we're gonna have to do some climbing. As mentioned, they've got an apartment, so it might take. Yeah, they've still got construction there. Might take getting to the apartment to find him, because he's finished for the day, of course. So he would have gone home. Oh man, so my game that I'm working on right now is 2D. It's very limited in the respect of how much you'll see in it, but now this really makes me want to put lighting into it somehow. Just not sure how I could do it in an effective way. Like, it works, this, but Arnold Applebaum owned the mining company like 1,000 years ago. Dad said he was a crook who hated the unions, but we did get a library. That got turned into apartments. Don't think I've ever read this part before. Arnold A. Applebaum. A father to all workers, a grandfather to their children, a great-grandfather to those children's children. It keeps going on like that for a while. Erected 1910. Hey, there we go. Ghosts. What? Oh, what, like the clothes on the... Ooh, alright. where do we go from here? Maybe it's not here. I'm trying to think of where their apartment was. It is here, maybe. I remember when Bay's family had a house and not a tiny, depressing apartment. Okay, maybe not here. Or we could maybe go visit B at the old pickaxe. Oh, there we go, apartment. So let's go. We could go visit B first. Oh crap! I didn't mean to go in there. But this will show you, yeah, how you. That's the opposite end of that sort of tunnel part, I guess. Actually, maybe the pickaxe is up there. Maybe that's why we... Yeah, I don't think I've seen a pickaxe. Have we? I don't know. Past... Yo, outpost 2. I thought it was like more in the center of town, the pickaxe. Party barn, that's where we rehearsed. Here's a pickaxe. But we can't go in it yet. Okay, that's probably why we didn't really notice it before. Alright, so clearly we do have to go up the apartment to see Angus. Of course, you could just walk along, but it's more fun to jump. Hello, hello? Hello? You're not Angus. Who is this? Who are you? May Borowski. What are you selling? Borowski, I think it is actually, sorry. Do you get a lot of people selling you stuff? Hello? Click. Yes? Hi, Angus? Angus, you say? Dude, it's May. Tell me about yourself, Maybelline. This isn't Angus. Would you like it to be? Nope, bye. Click. Maurice? May. Angus? May? Yeah. You're not Angus. And you're not Maurice. Well, I'm glad we sorted that out. Click. Hello, Angus? Are you searching, my child? Yeah, for Angus. You can search all you like for your Angus. Everyone has a different Angus. For some, Angus is a happy marriage. For some, a good career. For some, a fancy car. My Angus is a guy named Angus, lives here. My child, no Angus will ever compare to the one true Angus, the Lord God above. Okay. Dear, have you encountered God this day? Look, my mum works at the church. I'm in the club by default. Click. Hello? 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 I'm looking for Angus. Any idea where Angus lives? I believe he's number 2, written on the button, I think. It looks broken. I think the little guy he lives with kicked it in. Greg? Or something. How? Beats me, kid. I just live here. Click. So yeah, I can't remember how we... Wait, there's no button. There's got to be some way to make this work. There we go. Click. Hello? Who is this? It's May. May? Yeah, May. I just got electrocuted. Oh yeah, it's fiddly. There's no button. Yeah, you gotta like stick a screwdriver in and, well, it's too late now. Come on up. Ding 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 ding. Whoa, come right in. Hey dude. Welcome to our apartment. I could have been in my underwear. Hey dude, don't wear pants on my account. Why was the door unlocked? Greg always forgets to lock it. Greg's at work if you're looking for Greg. I was actually looking for you. My laptop is messed up and I thought, hey, what's wrong with it? Lots of things pop up when I turn it on. What kind of things? Well, you know, things about things, not for kid things. Well, didn't you bring it with you? I forgot it. You don't, you know, May, you don't have to, like, be embarrassed about. I'm not. I mean, everyone, I know. Let me see what I can do. Okay, I got something for you. Plug this into any USB port and restart. Should clear you right up. You might delete some of your old files though. Wow, thanks dude. No problem. Gonna head on home. See if your magic works. It's not magic. It's just ones and zeros. And we're just atoms. And our perception of reality is just chemical reactions. And those away... Take those away and poof, there goes the universe. Whoa, sorry. I'm gonna go. Angus. Hey dadders. What if it isn't the mayor of why if it isn't the mayor of Possum Springs herself? What did you get up to today? Hung out with Angus a bit. You remember him? Oh yeah, I like Angus, he's smart. In the old days I used to work with his dad. I know they fell on some hard times after we all got laid off. Used to see him at the bar. Yeah? After I stopped drinking I didn't really see him as much. Wonder how he is. Did they find out anything about that arm? No, not that I heard. Huh, well, be careful out there. Maybe I should carry mace or brass knuckles or something. Well, it'd be a shame if you got in trouble and were unarmed. Nah, I think I'll be okay. What? Okay, I get it. Unarmed? I'm going to bed now. Good night, kid. Good night. Like the animation of going up the stairs, like zoom. Alright, time to fix the computer. Let's see if this works. Can't get any worse at least. I guess it could be on fire. Anyway. Oh my god, it's fixed. I guess it turned out okay then, your computer. Yeah, it did, thanks. I put something else on the drive. Do you remember Demon Tower? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, yeah, I used to play that all the time, like 10 years ago. I've been playing again and they keep updating it. You can grab your old save game from their server and start right off where you left off. Oh, cool. You should check it out, and we can talk Demon Tower sometime. It's really cool still. I'm deaf doing this. Thanks, Angus. Tips hat. I used to tip my hat on IRC net back in the day. Hey, did you get that porn off your laptop? I heard you broke it with so much porn. I did not. Dude, you know it. Rick Wreckage told me that before the internet they'd hide porn in a hollow log in the woods. Yeah, that was a thing, right? Be awkward if you were hiking out to the porn and some dude was already there and you're like, sup dude? I guess we're both here for the porn. I bet that happened. You know, I did. You know it did. I bet they became friends. Porn log bros forever. So, dude, you're coming to the party tomorrow night? Right? What party? Up in the state forest, lots of people home from school and stuff this weekend. Cool people. The big fire, the snacks, the beers. Girl, you know I will. Did you mean to write snacks or snakes? Both, dude. Both. Well, you should ask B if she can drive us. What? No, I don't think she likes me. Oh, dude, she's cool. She drives us all the time and lets us borrow her car. Stop by a store tomorrow and ask, okay, please? Okay, whatever. Yay! So, your mouse cursor is a pizza. Now, this, to me, is the best thing of the whole game. He's called Sharky. And watch this. Charcoal, sorry. I can do that for hours. But it won't make for a good stream. Bright Harbour Gazette. Secretary of Education. Having public schools is like having public hamburgers. That's insane. Everyone should buy their own hamburgers. So this is like the chat. So like obviously there's Greg, Angus, Bay, and that is a character we haven't met yet, I don't believe, called Germ. Away message. Born to lose, country trash proud drummer, skate and destroy, skate to create, bound for glory. Now this is Demon Tower. So Demon Tower is like a bonus. I can't see it behind me. There's like a little icon. There, yeah. So in the Kickstarter for this game, I believe one of the stretch goals was to put a mini game in there. And this was it. I believe this might have been made by a different developer, like another indie developer. But it's pretty cool, actually. Like, in the age of blood, a pale one will rise, wielding naught but a simple blade, who dares to climb the steps of Demon Tower. Ancient Dooms by Demon Tower. Oh, that's like done with like a metal band font, like a death metal band. Part 4, Slaughter of the Blood Thief. It's kind of like a roguelike game from memory. But it's a fully functional game. I never completed it, but yeah, it's totally a thing. Oh. Probably should run away at that point. Dude was going to help you in a way, but I think he was an enemy. don't necessarily suck at it. It just seems to not always swipe straight away. I think she gets, like, the character gets tired when you're seeing those. So you can't just keep striking. You got like almost stamina going on, so you can't just be swiping like crazy. I guess it's a pretty good idea as far as otherwise you could just slash like crazy all the time and. Yeah, you can't be just swiping all the time. I don't think there's necessarily a meter around to. I guess you just got to go by the. Not emoticons, but the signals coming off the top of your head there. Got a key. I feel like the characters are sleepy, like if you look at the bags under the characters' eyes. And we've got the key down in the bottom corner now. Oh yeah. Hey Peanut O! Respect, how's it going? Oh, whoa. Boss. Oh, that worked. If you've just, like, what's the time? Yeah, you've just joined us. This is not Night in the Woods as such. This is like a mini game within the game. Oh, it's way low, okay. Let me see if I can crank it up at all. I know people have been saying that lately. It shouldn't be any different to usual, really. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I'll just see if I can crank up the. I'll just go to the compressor filter and crank up the output gain a bit. Alright, so I've doubled the output gain there. I don't know if that's making any difference, but let me know. Alright, let's get back to it. Yeah, so this is not the actual game, Night in the Woods. This is like a mini game within it. Was I supposed to kill that or not? I don't think I was. It looked like I was supposed to talk to him or something, but I didn't seem to be able to. Got a little bit better. Okay. I shouldn't be playing this for too long, but it's quite cool. That is lava. You cannot walk through it. see if we can get through this level and then we'll get back into the rest of the game. Whoa. Didn't see them suckers coming. I can knock them into the lava. I didn't know. Dash? You don't want to dash into something, but maybe you can dash over lava. Let's try that. Yeah, you can. That's how I was wondering, because I was wondering how you could get to those pots over there. Yeah. Okay, that did not work out well for us. Alright, we need to get our health back up. Whoa, that thing's a bit crazy. You just kind of cruise along with this and you think, oh yeah, blah blah blah, but then it's like a little guardian kind of creature. In we go. Open the gates. I think the thing with this is I think you have to complete it all in one hit. I don't think it saves your position, so you do have to set some time aside for trying to complete this little mini game if you want to get. I'd really like to know what happens at the end of this game, because as I guess I've mentioned, and I'm dead. Okay, you died. It's very. And then you're back at the start of that cellar again. Surrender to the horror. So yeah, so that's the, I guess, mini game within the game. Alright. I think we can, I don't know if we're going to bed now. I think we are. Yeah. I think we're going to go see B tomorrow. So we'll go see her after we've slept. And then I'll probably wrap up this stream. And then we'll get on to number 1. On my top 10 games of 2017. Oh, by the way, B works at the old pickaxe, so you can go there, get some tools, lol. Big axe, and go on a rampage, lol. Yeah, I wonder why the mic's been quiet lately. There shouldn't be any reason, unless I'm just talking quieter, I don't know. Home again. Where the people know my name, and my mum's name, and my dad's name, and about the time I put that kid in hospital. Alright, that bird is now accessible. Can't even remember what the deal is, but hey bird, I'm home. Yeah, not much to it. It was pretty great when Grandpa gave me the apple crate of old scary stories. Not sure how they ended up out here. Death Comes to Wigglesbury, The Fancy Corpse, Helmole Stevenson, Necropus Book the First, Lady Shark, The Stoat on Gallows Hill. Morning, Mum. All day, Mum. Every day, Mum. What are you up to today? Greg and Angus and B are going to a party, so I'm going to go out with them. A party, huh? Look at you. Back 2 days and already the social butterfly. Yeah, I'm pretty in high demand. Are you keeping in touch with any of your friends from college? I didn't really make any friends. Not even your roommates? Not that nice girl you met at orientation? Not really. Okay, well, you go out there and have a nice time, honey. I will. See you later. Hey, honey. What? Eels, honey. Eels, Mum. That's all she got to say for now. I think you missed the earlier parts of this stream, Pinordal, so I guess I'll give you a bit of a tour of the town in Night in the Woods. And if you don't know, this is my number 2 game of the year. It was my number 1 game of the year for most of the year. It was only in the past few weeks that I decided to change it. But yeah, in many ways it is my number 1 game as well, so... just as worthy in many ways as my number 1. So what are you up to these days? Crashing here until I get back in my own place. Parents rented out half the place to Mr. Chazkov. I've been babysitting, interviewed at Ham Panther, waiting to hear back. Ooh, my dad works at Ham Panther now. They got everything. I can legally shoot you for being up here, you know. You'd never. I used to babysit your cat. Eh. So what you gonna do? Get the market the notices. Can we get back to the topic at hand? Yeah, so we allocate funds to preserve the statue of... Gary, you're not hearing me. Don't tell me I'm not hearing you, Andrew. It's not of sufficient historical note. Your ass is not of sufficient historical note. Guys, stop this. This is the stoplight fight all over again. Oh yeah? And remember who won that one? Can we move on? Fine. I'm not even sure if we're going to get to crimes. Get him to hang out with friends in this stream. I think that's a bit further into the game. We can probably get to the party scene, but I might even cut it off before the party scene because I don't know if it's necessarily spoilers, but I guess it's probably the first significant part of the game in many ways. Ah, the teens are back. Hey teens. Hey kids. Hey adult. Well, I was your age only a few years ago. Uh-huh. Well, see you later. Well, that was good. It'd be good if we could meet Germ. Germ is cool. I like Germ. He's not part of the main 4 crew, but he's kind of a side character that's quite key in the game as well, I guess. A bit 70s art style. Yeah, I guess it's kind of 70s influenced. I mean, this is what I said at the start of stream. At first, when I first saw images of this game, I kind of thought it would be quite hipster, but it's actually quite punk in many ways as well. I'm just always on the edge. Maybe you should see someone about this. Dr. Hank? Dr. Hank does everything and nothing. He fixed my leg last year. He's treated my babies through chickenpox and strep. I know. I just... whatever. Coffee. Smoke. Alright, old pickaxe. It's B time. Yeah, Bill, write it up as on the clock. Yeah, true, Peanut. I guess it is very... yeah, I guess it is very 70s. Yeah, wholesome. It's got a real wholesome nature to it, like the graphics, but the game is very adult in the respect of like it being about adult issues and stuff, you know. So, yeah. Yeah, Bill, we were saying she's not gonna like that. I don't care if she doesn't like it. It was her fault, plain and simple. That is time extra. We charge for that. Alright then. Hey, bae. What was that all about? Don't even ask. Miss Miranda has locked one of our guys in her basement twice. Why? Because she's old and she forgets. Maybe she gets a bill for it and she'll remember next time. Huh? What do you want? Well, Greg asked me to ask you if you would drive us to the party tonight. You know, the one up in the state park. Thanks for clarifying, otherwise I might have been confused as to which of the dozen parties going down in any given night in Possum Springs you were referring to. Are you being sarcastic? I'll drive. Great, thanks. We'll be by your house at 8:30. Be ready or we'll go without you. Okay. Don't get lost on your way home. I know where I live. No, seriously, go home and get ready. Alright, jeez. Maybe. So this is, you missed this early on, Peanut Owl, but there's like a diary in it and that. What do you like it for most? Oh, that's a good question, actually. So I like the art style. I really grow accustomed to it. The characters are probably the best part of it. And that's a really important thing to me, is characters. The story's pretty cool. The music's cool. The game just in general is cool. It's an actual cool game. Like, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, it's got this sort of punk edge to it, and yeah, it's just cool. It's a cool game. Playability, it's very easy to play. It's very casual in the respect of just walking around town and talking to people and stuff. It has some replayability in the respect that it's a kind of linear story to an extent, but there are different people you can hang out with throughout the game, and depending on who you choose, you can only hang out one person at a time per day. So whoever you didn't pick, you miss out on what you would have done with them. So that's what I was hoping to get up to in this stream today, was to maybe hopefully see a scene I haven't seen before, because I've only done one playthrough of the game, but we're not going to get to see that. We're not going to get that far, so yeah. I like it. Watch it. Look at, and it's the little details. Look at her eye. Just watch you as you walk by her and that. So yeah, there's just something a bit different about this game. It's really cool. And as I said, it was my #1 game. In many ways, it's hard to compare to my #1 game because I played this back in February when it first came out. The game that came in at #1 for me, that's coming up next on the stream, was... I've only just been playing it for a while now, so it's more fresh in my mind. So it feels like almost this game's been at an unfair disadvantage. But yeah, playing this again has definitely reminded me how great this game is. So yeah. Maybe I'll just take us to the party. We won't do anything at the party, but I'll just take you there so you can see that it isn't just, you're not just stuck in this town. Stuff happens outside of town as well. Hey May, how's the laptop running? Really good, thanks so much. Glad to be of service. So like, yeah, who rents movies anymore? How's the store still open? More people than you'd think. Older people who don't know any better. Kids who for some reason can't get something. Do you ever want to tell them? What about the internet? About rental by mail? Yeah. Mate, it's not my job to save them. I'm paid to stand here, assist when needed, take their money, and not openly judge them. So this party tonight, huh? Yeah, should be fun. I hadn't pegged you as a party person. I'm not really, but parties with Greg are different. How so? You know how you want to just go and stand in a corner sometimes? Yeah. Greg's my corner. Aw. Shut up. See you later. For sure. I mean, I think just by watching me play this right now, you should have a pretty good sense of whether or not you're going to enjoy this game or not. And if you think you even have a chance, it's a cheap game. It retails for $20 US. It's currently on special at this time of streaming for 25% off on Steam, and possibly, I think that's probably the cheapest you're going to get at this point. Smelters coming for you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah, I can imagine some people would hate this game, and that's understandable. But for me, it was quite the surprise, and it's just, I really dug it. What can I say? Party, party, party! Jeez, dude, you were excited about this party. You're gonna be there, that's awesome. God, what a great week it's been. You're home. I'm home. My arms are tired. I don't know, it's just like you don't really see this sort of attitude in games. You don't see this sort of sarcasm, this apathy, it's a real natural story in many ways. Like, anyway, so I guess we go back to our house now. I think we can get changed, or something. Hey, what's this? Hey there. Hey, who are you? Wags. Okay, hello. What are you? Oh wait, there's a sign. Navy, huh? Yes, ma'am. See, I think this is new as well, because you might have missed this peanut earlier on, but a director's cut of this game has just come out a couple of weeks ago called Weird Autumn Edition. It was a free update for existing owners. So, and there's a few bits of extra content. I think this is one of them. You ever consider future Navy? Like boats? It's a lot more than that, but yes, there are boats. Probably not joining Navy. Can I drive a submarine? Potentially. I can do that on my own later. You know, I don't want to intrude, but if you're someone who's maybe lacking a bit of direction, that's what brings a lot of folks to the Navy. Yeah, but I have lots of direction. Like, I'm gonna hang out with friends, play bass, play video games, go to sleep, etc. I guess I'm adding drive a submarine to the list somewhere. Well, I'm just saying. I'm gonna go now. Alright, now, have a good one. Are you, like, from around here? Nearby. Used to be, anyway. Is this, like, a thing they make you do? And, like, why aren't you on a battleship or something? Every job's important. This is just my job right now. Have you been places? Oh, I've been all over the world. Seen any sharks? I've seen sharks, yes. Big ones? Pretty big, pretty big. When you're doing your pitch, you should lead with the sharks. Noted. Or, like, instead of the Navy doing Navy stuff, you make the entire thing about sharks. Shark diving, shark watching, shark riding. Are you writing this down? I'll send it up the chain. See, you don't see those sort of conversations in other games, really. Like, but, you know, it seems natural for this character to be acting like it. You quickly get a sense of what she's like. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to go in there. Just smashing buttons all the time. What you doing up there? Streetlight got tore off in a big storm a few days back. Don't help let idiots keep jumping on it. That's a shame. Spread the word to the other kids. Adults. Oh, I don't think so. Adults got jobs and better things to do anyway. Ah. Anyways, yous tell those other kids to lay off. Gonna get themselves or somebody else killed. You know when they're fixing the steps? I desperately need to go to church. Tomorrow, I think. The vampires can't go on sacred ground. I ain't seen no vampires around here. Except maybe the government sucking us dry. You've taken over my vampire story. I'm leaving. Watch out for them bloodsuckers, kid. Out! Might go in here. Because I don't think there's anything new on the board. I think the board doesn't actually have much that changes, really. No, I think it stays the same. I'm just checking here. Because that lady said if you come back and talk to her each day, she'll say something about Granddad, but she's not here. Alright, so we'll go back to the house. I might go to the party, but then, yeah, we'll wrap up the stream of this game, and then we'll move on to number 1. Hey, May. What? I was just stopping by to see how you're doing. Why? After the other night, I mean. Why wouldn't I be fine? May, a lot of things happen around here. Sometimes in town, sometimes out by the tracks. Sometimes up in the hills. What? It's my job to make sure folks like you never see something like you saw the other night. You're not doing a very good job of it. Folks like you. You're a kid, May. And you're naive. And it's your own stupid in your own stupid way. That's beautiful, but the world isn't, and the world isn't out there somewhere. It's here. All right, are you gonna arrest me or something? Because I have a party to go to. Watch yourself, May. I'd really hate to see something happen to you. And being in the wrong place at the wrong time is all it takes. That's all I'm saying. That's ominous. Good night, May. The eyes. Hey, sweetie. Look who's home. Hey, the parents. I made tacos. Man, I want tacos now. Excuse me, we made tacos. Tacos? Tacos. Do you want tacos? I want tacos every day, all day. Yeah, that's a pretty good call. No, I'm gonna snack it up at the party later. I want tacos. The family that tacos together, Rocco's together. Honey, no. What? I'm so angry right now. You've all turned against me. May, honey, do you want some sour cream on your taco? I want everything. Okay. It's go time. I probably should make sure I don't look like a cave beast. I'm gonna go party time. Are you ready, B? I'm ready. Are you ready? Oh, maybe I should get ready. Yeah, maybe. Hey, don't forget about the party tonight. I haven't. And what are you going to do? What are you doing on the laptop? Get ready already. Oh, geez, okay. And Sharkle. Oi. Oi. Looking alright. God, this shirt really accentuates my roundness, doesn't it? I have the worst face. I have a nightmare face. I think the round 0 doesn't help. It's cool, dude. It's okay. I need to stop eating literally everything I see. I'm being body positive, like the internet said. I'm a real live person, and no one can prove I'm not. You can do this, people like you. People don't like you, clearly. You don't like people, clearly. Just because that online test said that your best chance at being happy is a situation where everybody already likes you, but they mostly leave you alone, except when they're delivering food to you. That doesn't mean you can hide in your room and wait for that to happen. That's how hermits are made, May. And they die alone in the middle of winter, waiting for pizza from friends they don't want to see. Alright, what are you going to say? You're a smooth talker, you're a smoothie. Hi, I'm May, how's it going? Oh hey, I'm May, what's your name? Oh hi, I'm May, I dropped out of college earlier this week. And now I'm in the woods, drinking. Jeez, this is yet another road to hermitdom. This is hopeless. Wheel me out to the curb for garbage day. Oh geez, they'll be here any minute. Good luck, kid. I don't need luck. I make my own luck. With a luck machine. The party. Okay. So yeah, I'll just show you a bit of this party and then... Actually, I'll just show you this when we get there and then we'll wrap up the stream. Hey May, I think Cole might be there tonight. What? Oh my god. Who's Cole? You remember him. He was in yearbook with us. Oh, Cole. Yeah, I remember him. May and him were a thing for a while. Really? Wow. He was really smart. I'm really smart. Yeah, you are, dude. Well, that's settled then. So yeah, this is the party scene, I guess. So just I thought I'd finish it up on this. I won't do anything more because I don't want to give away any more of the game. Yeah, it doesn't just happen in the town, but most of the action happens in that town. You're going back and forth from your house to the town, which might seem a bit repetitive, but you get to used to the town. You learn the town characters and things like that. But yeah, there are other scenes outside of the town. And there's more to the town than we saw because they were blocked off at the time. So yeah, it does expand. But yeah, overall, as I said, this is a great game. It's an amazing game by 3 developers, I believe. Infinity Fall or Infinite Fall. And yeah, I can't wait to see what they do next. I don't know what they're going to do next. I don't think it will necessarily be a sequel or anything like to this, but it'll be interesting to see if they do the same sort of style, if they do a totally different game than that. But as I said, yeah, for most of this year, I kept thinking, what's my number one game? This game. And it's only been in recent times that I've changed that. But in many ways, it could be my number one game for the year. And maybe it's your number one game for the year. But otherwise, if you liked what you're seeing, make sure you support indie developers and go out and buy this game. Because it is a great game. Regardless if it's number 1 or number 10 or whatever, it's a great game. And it's been a really big game, big year for games this year. So, yeah. Like, it's really hard for any game to get into the top 10 this year. But yeah, so that's it for my number 2 of top 10 2017 games of the year stream. I will now be taking a tiny little break for 5 minutes while I swap over to my next game, and then we'll be continuing on with a new stream for number 1, the top game of 2017. What will it be? Well, if you're on Twitter or Facebook, such as twitter.com/ZedKraze or facebook.com/ZedKraze, then you already know what my number 1 is. But if you're not, if you're watching live like P Nordell, one of my regulars, then yeah, you may not know yet. So I'm about to announce what my number one game of 2017 is. So if you are watching live, stick around. If you're watching this archive, and then just check the rest of the YouTube channel or the Twitch archives, and you can check out the number one game of the year according to ZedKraze. Anyway, until then, check ya.